Okay, guys, we've got to talk about this. So, with the release of Super Mario Galaxy 1 Plus 2 on Nintendo Switch, we have to think about something. Is Nintendo actually planning to do a third game in a series? Now, why do I think this? Now, I'm going to go over my points in this video and obviously discuss why I think we're going to see a Super Mario Galaxy 3 and, why I wouldn't be surprised if it was now and for the Switch 2 as a way to sell Switch 2s. So, let's go over it. So, Super Mario Galaxy 1 Plus 2 were two of the most notable Wii games. These obviously were some of the most successful Wii games as well. Everyone knows these games. These are basically what defined Mario's 3D platformers as of now. So when games like Mario 3D Land and Mario 3D World came out, people were quite disappointed because they weren't to the same level as Galaxy. Because obviously Galaxy kind of set the new bar. It's kind of set a high new bar. Because Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine were great, but obviously Galaxy took it to another level. Now these games obviously included new features, new assets, new 4K resolutions of several of the characters and obviously assets in the game, which would be interesting. It's interesting when you think about it. These games came out on the Wii. The Wii was the last non-HD console Nintendo made. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Why would they want 4K assets of these games? And if they already have the 4K assets of these games, why not just, put them into a new game? Why not make a new Super Mario Galaxy game and you use it to obviously sell Switch 2s? Because the Switch 2... yeah, it's selling quite well, but there's no major Mario 3D platformer yet. And to me, it does feel like it makes a lot of sense that now they have the 4K assets of these Mario Galaxy worlds and characters and, these sort of mechanics and stuff. It just makes sense that they could just take it all and put it in a new game. It makes a lot of sense. Plus, as well, with the confirmation that Nintendo is doing a Super Mario Galaxy movie with Illumination, I mean, come on, what more evidence do we need that they are clearly working on a Super Mario Galaxy 3? I mean, it makes sense. You got the 4K assets. The games obviously sell incredibly well. There is no major 3D platformer on the Nintendo Switch 2 yet. And also the fact there is a movie coming out, which is going to obviously adapt part of the game's story, as obviously you can't exactly do like a 20-hour movie, so it is what it is. But to me, personally, I feel like it makes a lot of sense as well. Because Super Mario Galaxy is a series that always sells. You put Super Mario Galaxy on something, it will sell. Because Super Mario Galaxy is notable to a lot of people for being arguably the best Mario game for a lot of people, especially when it comes to 3D Mario games. Because you compare, Super Mario Galaxy to like some Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, they're both great. But the nostalgia for a lot of people comes to Super Mario Galaxy because of how big and expansive it was. And it felt like a really new step forward for the series. Now, also, I think as well, it makes a lot of sense because I think the Switch 2 come out now, 2025, and the Super Mario Galaxy, like the original Wii game, came out in 2007. So that means by the time a new Super Mario Galaxy would be made, it'd be at least 2027, 2028, which would mean it'd be about 20 years since the game actually released. So plenty of kids who grew up playing Super Mario Galaxy would now be adults, could potentially have their own kids and their own families that they want to experience the worlds again with. And they could introduce these kids and their families to Super Mario Galaxy series. And also, it just makes sense because, remember when things were a trilogy? Remember back in the day when we used to have, movies, games, and TV shows which were trilogies, and obviously each, production set up a theme for the next one, and obviously had a big payoff at the end after you played all three or you watched all three. And I feel like this makes a lot of sense to do that with Super Mario Galaxy because I think you could do, a third game was super expansive, super in-depth, super in detail, and then obviously you just sort of finish it off for the third Super Mario Galaxy. It just makes a lot of sense. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Nintendo will make a third Super Mario Galaxy game? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to get one for the Switch 2? What do you think about the Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 bundle pack on Switch? Let me know what you think. If you need me, subscribe, like all that sort of stuff. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.